Okay, hey everybody. I'm not sure how YouTube Live works, but I'm trying my first live today. What's going on? Alexa, what day is it?
Today's date is Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025.
Okay, so it's Wednesday, September 23rd, 2025. It is 11:42 a.m. Hopefully I'm framed up. What's happening, guys? Guys, girls, everybody. Let's take a look at the chart. Let's see what we got. Today's Wednesday. And the topic of this live discussion is going to be, it's like a game show, okay? It's going to be, where is the rug pull? Okay, that's our topic for today. So here we go. So here's the chart. I'm in school. I'm not going to be able to do this very long today. I'm just going to stay on for a minute and just to check out some stuff. And I can't see what you guys are saying in the chat right now because the camera's over there. I'm pointing at the camera. So that's where all the YouTube Live stuff is. I don't know. Maybe I'll look on the computer in a second. Okay, so here's what we got. We have a pre-market open high today. Let's see. So let's talk about the whole story. We're going to tell, every day is a story, right? So I want to tell the story of IXHL for today. So the pre-market, we had a high of this, which is 64 cents, right? Which is also currently the top of the first 15-minute orb. Oh man, my washing machine just started going. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's the pre-market high. The first 15-minute candle came out and it popped up to here, which is just about 65 cents. Okay. And then we saw some chopping. This is the 15-minute chart, by the way. And we saw some chopping, chop. And then, wait, that's the pre-market. No, this is the real market. Wait, what am I doing? This is the pre-market. Okay, so this is the pre-market high, which is 64.94. Let's get it. Okay, let's go like this. This way we can see everything much better. I'm going to pause my washing machine. Ugh. Gangster. You live in a gangster apartment where you could go over to the washing machine and just hit pause and it just stops. Anyway, if you guys don't know me, I call my TikTok channel Pray Trade Repeat. My name is Brian. My Twitter is Brian Kealty. Lots of intelligent discourse and conversations happening there. So much more than Reddit and Twitter, where most people are just attacking each other for no reason instead of having intelligent conversations, in my opinion. There are some beautiful people and some great gems. I like to focus on the positive. So today, so also I'm really super grateful recently. If you guys don't know my story, I'm a recovering drug addict, alcoholic. So I've got 2 years, and on the 20th will be, let's see, June, July, August. And on the 20th will be 2 years and 3 months clean and sober. I used to be a homeless person. I lived on the streets of Los Angeles, and I was homeless for a long time. I got a job frying chicken. My first job when I first got off the streets. I went to a 12-step meeting, and I asked one of the guys at the 12-step meeting if I could stay on his couch. He said, yeah, for $200 a week. But you got to look for a job every day, and you got to go to meetings. I went to meetings. I got a job frying chicken at Ralph's or Kroger if you're from across the country somewhere. And then from there, I just went to meetings every day, and I didn't pick up or use alcohol or drugs no matter what happened. And here I am today. Now it's a few years later. I got a beautiful home now. I love it here. I just moved in a few weeks ago. So welcome to my home. All right. So let's talk. Okay. So we got September 3rd, 2025. Like I said, I want to talk fast because I am also in school full time, taking finance, psychology, business, etc. At LACC. I think I'm in my last semester for my AA. Anyway, all right, here we go. All right, so we had a pre-market of 65 cents. Then we went, it kind of just chopped, then it went down and chopped downwards. We saw a little bit of a downtrend. And then the market opened in the first 15-minute candle, opened at 64.19 or 0.6419, 64 cents. And then I marked out that, and this is what if you guys want to tell the story of a stock and you want to be able to identify uptrends, downtrends, etc., The easiest way, this is not like, I'm not like a financial genius. It's never financial advice. This is the easiest thing you do. You come over here on TradingView, you grab one of these date and price range boxes, and you look at 64.19, you go like this, you pull it down to the bottom of the wick of that candle, and you pull it across, and I just basically doubled what I already have there just to show you guys how to do that. Okay, and that's called a price range box, right? I'm going to try to delete that now. Anyway, so, and then that will tell you if it's in the lower half of that first 15-minute candle, right? Let's see if we can blow it up. If it's in the lower half of that first 15-minute candle, I know you guys are probably like, please, Brian, tell me something I don't know already. So if it's in the lower half of the first 15-minute candle, if it starts trading lower, we know we have a downtrend. You can also mark out the top wicks of the pre-market high over here and the pre-market high over here, and then take that trend line all the way down to where the pre-market low was. So the pre-market low was at 61 cents, and here we go. So here we are. This is where we're at today. And remember, the topic for today on this live, until I figure out how to do live and talk to you guys while it's on, I'm sure it's something simple. I'm going to find out in a second. Maybe I can do two screens. Let's see. Screen one. I got to close that other browser though. Some of this stuff. It's going to close. Close. All my personal stuff I don't want you to see. What is this? Close. Open another one. No, that didn't work. Okay, so open another window. New window. Let's move some of this over. Okay, and let's try YouTube, see if I'm live, and see if maybe I can talk to you guys at the same time I'm doing this. That would be amazing. This, like I said, it's my first ever live on YouTube. I know that's not a big deal to most people.
Playing from Brian's Mac Mini.
Okay. Alexa, just a second. Alexa is my wife. Here we go. Alexa and I got married in 2023. Okay, so this is my channel. I should be live. Am I live? I better check. Am I live, guys? Yep. What's up? All right. Messages held for review. Oh, I don't know. Somebody wants to say something nasty. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hello, Robin. Hello, everyone that I just saw for a second. So home short subscription live. Oh, okay, here we go. And there we go. Moderation helps everyone feel safe, blah, blah, blah. What's up? And there we go. What's up? What's up? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got to turn the volume off on this. Volume off. Where's the volume off? There you go. No. Okay, I got to turn the whoop. There it is. Okay. What's happening, people? What's going on? I just want to say hey to everybody. What's going on? Let's get back to the topic. So the topic today is going to be, let me move it the other way, actually. I'll make sound effects for you guys. Okay, that's much better. Much better. Yo, what's up, Robin? What's up? Who's this Oast verse? How much for you to throw that jersey away? I'm a huge Giants fan, man. Hey, listen, I had a miserable 2 seasons being a Giants fan. It was like the most depressing thing of my life. It's my first 2 years clean and sober. All I had was football, and it was so depressing watching the Giants. So just chill, man. We're finally, hopefully, gonna have a good year. We got Russell Wilson as a quarterback. It's looking good. Definitely not throwing my neighbor's jersey away. Hopefully he plays and he's healthy, and hopefully Jackson Dart also starts playing. Anyway, you guys didn't come off of that. All right, let's see what's going on. Max, what's going on? What's up? What's up, my people? All right, so let's talk about it. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, blah, 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 blah. As you guys, like I said, quickly last time, I've never been live before. Okay, so here we go. And I'll check back on that in a second. Let's just blow this screen up. Boom. And we're back to this. All right. So, guys, And when I say guys, I mean all genders. And I don't want to offend anyone. I know it's a very sensitive landscape we're living in these days, and we have to include everyone and be sensitive of everyone's of the ways that we talk about each other, etc. So to everyone. So here we are now, and today, and here we are. It's Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. It's 18:45. What does that mean? It means it's 11:52 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in the state of California. We're trading at around 61 cents or 62 cents, right? So again, what happened? So let's tell the story of the stock, then we'll get into a quick discussion, and then I'm going to go back to class. So the first 15-minute candle was at 64 cents of a high that opened. Then it closed at around 62 cents. This is, guys, this is like the basics. There are a lot of actual, like, really successful traders that tell you that this stuff means nothing. And it actually doesn't mean anything. But at least you can tell what's happening. So the first 15-minute candle came out. It opened like that, 64 cents. It closed at 60, whatever this is. 62 cents, let's call it, right? And then here we are at, of course, 61.94. Now, this is what I want to point out to you. This is a 15-minute candle. Now watch what happens when we change to the 1-minute candle. You see what we see here? So on the 1 minute, we have barcoding, or see, not really barcoding. Now, this could be a good thing and a bad thing. Because what this tells me is, let me zoom in a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there it is. Now there's a little more. We can see the chart. Whoops. Get out of here. Why is that still doing that? Hey, I hate that. You got to go over here and hit that square button to get back to being able to touch the chart again. So this is the chart for the day. This is on the 1 minute side, right? So a lot of activity. Actually, I take it back. It's not barcoding. It's just, but it is trading between where, guys? Between 61 and 62, right? All day long for hours. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's fancy, right? So 5-minute chart. Let's see the bottom of the 5-minute chart all day long. 61 cents. The highest it's been 62. The top half of 62 cents, right? At no time after this part of the day, which was 14:30, what time is that, guys? I don't know. Anyway, it's been trading on the lower half and even lower. So we definitely have a consistent downtrend, right? We're seeing it's trading basically. Let's call it this. It's trading between 61 cents and 62 cents, right? A little higher, maybe 63. So let's call it 61 and 63. All right, it's trading that way all day long. So now we're going to look at Yahoo Finance. Go to Yahoo Finance. This is really easy to look at. Let's go to IXHL. Again, this is all the stuff you guys already know, but maybe it help you put some stress at ease or whatever. So the volume today, we're looking at the volume of, no, you got to do the sound effects. Volume is 28,767,000. So to that I say, congratulations. Welcome to IXHL and Incannex Health. You are a holder. You've obviously released your stop losses. You believe in the company, and you are now a long-term investor. And I can tell because look at the volume, right? If there were day traders and flippers with stop losses, the market maker would be clicking those stop losses, shoving it down, doing whatever price suppression it needed to create liquidity, because the market maker makes money where? In the spread. So let's see the spread right now. Look at the spread, guys. See something fishy's going on. The spread, the bid is 44 cents and the ask is 80 cents. Come on, something's not right, man. Something's not right. So what is happening right now? Something is happening right now, right? Oh man, yeah, that's a little suspicious. The good news is, look at the rest of the entire market. SOFI, CXAI, SMCI, LAES, FLNC, FIG, everything's red. Everything's red except for, there's a couple of stocks that are green. Most likely, well, a lot are, all the ETFs are green. They always are on red days, right? So look, everything is red. Did I miss something? Let's double check. Boom, news, latest. Poly market returns to US after blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what that means. Latest. Did I do latest? All right, whatever. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, so here we are back at the chart, blah, blah, blah. And you guys always know that you always want to keep this open, EDGAR. And you put Edgar, EDGAR, in here in the search. And then go to search, full text, da, da, da. And then you go like here, and you're going to go IXHL, and you should have this on your computer all day long. I don't know, filed from, we're going to do from 2025. 25 to now, 2025. Okay, does that work? Nope, it always does that. I hate when, okay, because I didn't pick a day. Okay, 17th. Let's see, 17th. Well, no, that's not working either. Anyway, check back in with your live comments in a second. So January 17, why will it not do this? 1/17, 2000. All right, let's just do it this way. Okay, here we go. So we got it. We have 2025 to now. We have from January now, right? Search, IXHL, there they are. All right, so this is where we're going to be. This is where I'm going to see all of my filings. We have the 8K that was filed on 6/13. We have 6/13. What about August? What about all the stuff that happened in August? View all. What's going on here? View browser, view all. 6/13. I don't know why. Anyway, we'll get back to this later. I don't want to bore the crap out of you. But this is where you guys should have open all the time. 1/16/2025, 25. This is strange that it's not showing the August filings. Is this it? 8/26? 6, or maybe I have it backwards. Filed 8/26/2025. Current report. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is our last filing. It's 8K. You know, the general anxiety drug, the mind-blowing explosive results, right? So that's one. And so this is the page you're going to have open, sec.gov/EDGAR. Always have it open in any stock you invest in, because you need to know what's happening. And it's going to go back to the topic of the day, which is, remember I said it's going to be like a game show. The topic of the day is, let's play Where is the Rugpull? Yeah. Who's the first contestant on Where is the Rugpull? With Incannex Health and IXHL. Look at it. It's in a downtrend. Oh no. It's in a downtrend and it's trading at 61 cents. Oh my God. So there must be something scary is going to happen. Where's the Rugpull? I'm joking. But I joke around, but I say this. If you invest in any stock at all, or if I invest in any stock, let's keep it like, guys, I would say 99% of the trading community knows more than I do about trading. But I just will say this. One of the things, I don't know if it's street smarts or something like that. Anytime I invest in any company, any stock at all, ever, as soon as I put my money into something, into any stock, the first thing that happens is I immediately begin thinking about what are the ways I can lose my money? And I start to ask my buddy, ChatGPT, every possible way. And then I give ChatGPT all the SEC filings that we have on the Edgar page, and I defend myself against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You know, so that's what I do. So we're going to play Where's the Rugpull? So the stock's trading at 61.95. It's in that band between 61 and 60, almost 63, right? And we're wondering why it's like that. Again, we went back. We saw that it's 25 million or 27 million in volume, which means that what? It means that the 25 million shares that you see in volume being traded today means that all of the people like myself and hopefully you guys are holding their shares and don't have stop losses down here at 58 or 54 or 50. Because if you had them at that price, guess what? The market maker would make a giant red candle and it would go down there and it would eat up that liquidity because it needs liquidity. Okay. So what's happening here then? Well, it's obviously what's been happening for the last few days, right? We got a little bit of a downtrend. Look here, right? It was just a little further up, right? And then we're going to move up. Look at that. Look at that. Woof. That's the 70 cents, right? That, in my opinion, I'm going to let's mark that out. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make a horizontal line. When we break this, bing, green line, right? Oops, I hate that. When we break that green line at 70 cents, or it says 69.99, I love 99, so good luck. When we break that, we have a runner, right? Until then, look, we're chopping sideways. It's okay. It's okay. And back to our game show. And what's the name of our game show? Where is the rug pull? So I say that and go back to this again, 27 million in volume. Typically we trade about 100 million in volume when there's shenanigans. So today, no shenanigans. Why would there be no shenanigans? A couple different reasons. One, all the people are holding, they're releasing their stop losses and they're taking away the opportunity for the market maker to flush the stock and eat up their stop losses, right? What is this then? What is all this boring stuff happening? Well, that looks like, to me, friends, that looks like the market maker is slowly exchanging fake, synthetic, dark pool shares for real shares. Because there could be a possibility that the beast has eaten and is ready to leave. This is what it looks like to me. It looks like all those dark pools. So the dark pool is covering now in these tight ranges of 1 penny to 2 penny. And you see that bid ask, what does that mean? 44 cents to 80 cents difference. So that's beyond me, man. That's for you guys who are experienced investors. Anyway, that's my opinion. Okay, so now we have to think about real quick before I get off, because I got to get back to school. Yeah, but Brian, like, where is the rug pull? Where is the rug pull with Incannex Health? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. When is earnings, first of all? September 29th. Today's the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks and 2 days is earnings. What do you think they're going to say on earnings, right? Well, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. In my opinion, they're going to say that they have a lot more money than they told us they did before. Before we had $50 million, I have a feeling they're going to tell us they also have another 25 million. And it's going to be more like 80 million that they're going to say they have, right? Because they are a biotech company and they are in the business of, there is an active at the market taking place right now, right? It doesn't mean they're diluting right now, right? I don't want to scare anybody, but he said he wouldn't dilute anymore, but he said he wouldn't do it. Guys, this is a biotech company. The purpose of a biotech is to raise as much money as it can to fund their clinical trials, okay? So do I believe in the company and everything they say? Of course not. This is a biotech company. Have they changed their ways and flipped more, what is it called? Ethical? Yes. Yeah. They bought the warrants. The day they bought the warrants, I believe the company, the CFO, Joel, those guys started to behave more appropriately, right? But we're not stupid, naive people. We're long-term investors. This is a good thing. Here's the thing. Real G's move in silence, okay? So if the CEO, the CFO, if they're taking some money off the table right now and putting it into the war chest so that they announce on earnings that they have now $80 million, Great. This is great. All we have to do is watch a little bit of a boring stock for a few days. Excellent. I watched it for months from buying in at 18 cents. Do this, right? When they barcoded it and took $50 million out. This is fine, guys. Look, but Brett, he said he's going to buy shares, but you're wrong. He said he's going, man, you're right. He said he's going to buy shares. Look, they're definitely raising money. Okay, they're definitely taking a little bit of money out, and it's fine, right? Maybe not right now. I don't know exactly when they do it, but they have the right to take up to $100 million out, and we've used about 9 plus 13, 20, let's say 25. So they got about $70 million left. That's a rough estimate. I could be wrong. So good. Let them build a war chest so that on September 29th, which is a Monday, the earnings report comes out and says that they now have $80 million on war chest, right? And they have enough money. They have a ramp to run all clinical trials and blah, 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 pay Joel's $1 billion salary. And everything's good, right? Okay, so that's that. We've discussed that. Let's talk about the boogeyman. Who wants to talk about the boogeyman? All right, who's the boogeyman? The boogeyman is the reverse split. Oh, let's go to StockTwits. Let's see what the StockTwits says. Let's see what StockTwits says. Oh, the reverse split. Everybody reverse split. I don't know what you're going to do. Reverse. It's going to reverse split, everybody. Reverse. Oh, is anybody doing a reverse split? People are like, what, is Brian crazy? Yes. All right, let's see. Kind of marriage, blah, blah, blah. Who's going to say reverse split first? Oh, question. What's considered a bag holder? Da, 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 da. Wait, good thing. Wait. Where's the reverse split talk? All right. So this is actually some good stuff here on here today. Here's the bearish guys. Oh, the pumpers, they're long gone. Now you're back. This is the stupidest shit ever, is this site, except for that girl, Nina Rosella. This Santa Claus trade guy, he says some smart stuff, but sometimes he's very contradictory. You know what I mean? I can't tell if he's a bull or a bear. It looks like he almost holds it until he gets to a certain point and then flips short. So I wouldn't trust him that much. Some of the things he says can be reverse psychology, right? But I like that Nina Rosella person. Anybody, if you ever want to learn anything good about a stock, go to this Nina Rosella. There she is. I'm assuming it's a woman. Sorry, I don't mean to assume gender. Let's see the last thing she said. I think we might be starting that move I was seeing forming and passing through in the next 2 hours. The intraday compression continuing on this trend line. Looking forward to seeing this later on the big screen so I can backtest it. Looks good. Just checked in on the chart working today. Price action, just discovered a new trend line. I didn't see that before. I'll check my computer after work. Guys, definitely check in with this person. If you're going to focus on StockTwits, which I don't anymore, this is a person you want to read because she seems like she has a good grasp on reality, technical experience, way more experienced than I am, or a lot of people are. And she says things that make a lot of sense. And I would say she's got about a 95% rate of being right. So, but getting back to the, what about the reverse split? Oh, look at this giant green candle. No, it's not a giant green candle. It's a 5-minute chart. It looks like a big, what is this? We have to go in there and take a look at that, right? What are we looking at, guys? Oh, that looked nice for a second. What are we looking at here? Oh, do we have a little runner? No, we don't. It's the same band. Look at it, but see it. Look at the psychology behind this. So it's at 62.80. The bottom of that candle is 61.74. It's the same thing all day long. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Why? A lot less noise. Cancel. The thing about trading is you want to minimize the noise as much as possible. StockTwits is noise, right? You want to focus on real information. So there's the band right there that is trading in. There's this upper part of the 62 cents to the lower part of the 61 cents. It's still doing the same thing. And then there's a massive spread, 44 cents to 80 cents. That tells me that something's happening in between 44 cents and 80 cents, like distribution, meaning that the dark pool shares counterfeit shares could possibly be being exchanged for real shares. and they're covering in dark pools right now. That I could be wrong. That might be the stupidest thing anybody's ever said. Okay, so here's our orb. We're still trading until we go bust through this, and until we go to 65 cents, we got nothing to talk about. It's just a simple down. It's another downtrend, right? It's trending down. Let me move that trend line. Well, I don't want to do that yet. I'm just going to leave this trend line the way it is because I don't want to help the trend line, right? So, okay, Brian, you can't stay on one topic for more than 5 seconds. Okay, so what is the rug pull? What is the rug pull? There are no rug pulls, guys. That's the game show. You won. You won. Where is the rug pull? There are no rug pulls. What do you mean? Reverse split. Reverse split. All the bears say reverse split. They go reverse, and they're going to reverse split it. And then we're going to lose all our money. No, man. No. This is IXHL. This is Incannex Health. Do you know that if they revert, what do you think would happen if there was a reverse split? The opposite of what you're all talking about on StockTwits and Reddit and reverse split and fear. The opposite is going to take place. If there's a reverse split at any time, do not sell your shares with this stock. You have two global disruptor, game-changing, world moving drugs. One of the first ever for companies and drugs for general anxiety using psilocybin. We've been saying for 100 years to use natural drugs, to use mushrooms and marijuana to fight depression and mental health. But no, we use these horrifying drugs like, these psych meds, right? That give people suicidal tendencies and, school shooters and stuff like that, right? But no, this is an all natural drug. Psilocybin and general anxiety drug, the OSA drug for obstructive sleep apnea, probably going to be the first drug ever that you just take a pill and go to sleep. No more stupid mask. No more Silence of the Lambs, right? So where's the rug pull? There is no rug pull. The reverse split that you're all talking about, it would be the best thing ever because a reverse split would put the stock over $1. And guess what happens to stocks when they're over $1, over $3? Whales come in and they buy 5 million shares, 10 million shares. They buy millions of shares and the stock goes boom. Does that happen? Oh, wow. What are you talking about? All reverse splits, not that I've seen. I've seen the reverse split. Whatever happens, they go down. They go down in garbage stocks with no fundamentals, with no balance sheet, with no products. All right. So when I say that there is no rug pull, there is no rug pull. We're looking at consolidation. This is most likely the bottom, right? I've said in the past that I think 38 cents is the bottom. Look, if we consolidated between 38 cents and 62 cents already, monster. That's amazing. That's a huge gap we filled. Do I think dark pools are covering in here? Well, probably. I'm not sure what that means, but I think they are. I'm taking a stab at it. Now, is there a rug pull? What are we going to do? What about the rug pulls? There's no rug pull. There's no rug pulls. That's why I removed my stop losses. Not financial advice. I have 45,000 shares. I don't have a stop loss. I'm not worried. I do schoolwork all day long. I mark out the first 15-minute candles, some trend lines, and then I turn this off. I don't even look at it. That's how confident I am and convicted I am and how much confidence I have that there's no rug pull. There's no rug pull, man. It's just good news from here. Okay? What kind of rug pull could happen? The only thing that people have, what if you removed the reverse split fear and you started to spread the rumor that a reverse split would be a good thing? One, it wouldn't happen because two, the stock would go up over $1. The only thing that's keeping the stock down is sentiment. When the overall social media narrative of a reverse split fear is playing into the market maker's hand. Once we start changing the narrative and saying like, there's nothing to be afraid of, even if there is a reverse split, that's just going to send this thing. Anyway, that's all I have today. I got to get back to school. I'm going to go run a couple miles and get back and do my other 4 classes I have. It's been a pleasure having you guys in my apartment today on my first YouTube live. Pretty incredible. Hello to everybody. And then, yeah, I don't know if I can post this. Hopefully I can post it. But this is awesome. Hopefully it works and you can still hear me because I always have microphone issues. And that's it for me today. Right now, it is 12:17 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in California. Stock is trading at 62 cents. So it's a little past power hour. And I expect it to close right around 63 cents. And we'll see how this goes. That's it. Love. I want to jump into your comments real quick. Let's see what the comments say. There they are. What's up, people? All right. Anybody still here? Oh, anybody here? Hello? Where'd you guys go? Oh, there's me. That's what I look like? Where did the comments go? I did something wrong. Okay. Comments? Oh, there you guys are. All right. What's up? All right. I think I ended my session. I'm not sure. Let's see if I'm still alive. All right, guys. Always love talking to you. I got to get back to work. Have a great day. Let me figure out how to. I don't need to do. This is my first time ever going. What do? Hey, Jeffrey, what's going on? What's up, Max? Thank you so much. I'm just trying to figure out, guys. Do you know what I do next to turn it off? Later, guys. Share. Copy link. Okay. Stop. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?